So in today's video, I want to talk about how to recover tokens if you accidentally sent them to the wrong network. Now, this could be Ethereum, Arbitrum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, any of the EVM chains out there. This will show you how to recover them as long as you've sent it to your own wallet. All right, so I just want to go over how this works exactly so you can fix it yourself next time. But basically, if you're using any of these wallets, they are known as EVM wallets, which means Ethereum Virtual Machine, because they are all forks of the Ethereum network. Okay. Now, the easy way you can tell if you're using an EVM wallet is if your address starts with 0x, then that means it's an Ethereum virtual based wallet. Okay. Now, within these wallets, Rabi, MetaMask, Base, etc., you can access multiple networks. So you can access Polygon, networks or chains, right? Same thing. You can access Polygon, you can access Binance Smart Chain, you can access Ethereum, of course, you can access Arbitrum, Base Chain, whatever else is out there, okay? As long as it starts with a 0x, then you can access those networks with these wallets. In order to actually know if you can recover the tokens yourself, as long as the funds have gone into your own personal wallet, then it doesn't matter where the money came from, right? So what's likely happening is you think the money has disappeared because you're not seeing it in your wallet, but you're only viewing it on Ethereum, okay? If you're expecting tokens in your wallet and you don't see them, it's probably because you're just looking at them on the wrong chain, right? So someone might have sent to you like 200 USDC coins, but they sent it over in the base chain, and you were expecting to see them on the Ethereum chain or on Arbitrum, right? So it's all the same. Like, you can still access this money, but you just have to know how to transfer it into these other networks. Okay. Now, to show you an example of this, if I open up my Rabi wallet, you go down at the bottom here, you can actually see, you can choose the network, right? So I have, $100 on the Polygon chain. If I want to see my funds there, I can click it, and I can see I have $100 there. Oops, let's go here. Polygon, you can switch to Avalanche, to Hyper EVM, to Berachain. So these are all EVM chains, right? Now, some of them are more popular than others, but there's a ton of them. And as you can see, they're all accessible in the Rabi wallet interface, which is why I recommend Rabi. If you're using Base Wallet, it might only support like 2 of these networks. MetaMask might support like 5, but you have to manually insert the other ones. So that's why I like Rabi, because it's all the networks are in one, which makes it easily accessible. And yeah, so for example, if I have these $100 on Polygon and I want to transfer them to my Coinbase and cash them out to real dollars, you have to go to your Coinbase and make sure that you can deposit it over the Polygon network, and that's where you can have problems. So if you're not using the Rabi wallet, I'll show you how to import your keys so that you can have access to your funds. Basically, so if you're on MetaMask, for example, you can go somewhere in the settings, and it will usually have like a backup and sync option, or like privacy, security, password stuff. What you're looking for is the private key or secret phrase section. So where is it? In MetaMask, security password. Okay, manage wallet recovery, right? Show secret recovery phrase. So I put in my password. And then these keys, obviously, you never show them to anyone. I'm just showing them because this wallet's empty and it doesn't matter. But basically, these 12 words are what you would import to the Rabi wallet. Okay, so this is called a secret recovery phrase. With these 12 words, anyone can access your wallet remotely. Anyone can access your funds and steal the money. So it's important you never share this stuff. But anyways, once you have this info, go to the top, there's a key, and then here there's a plus button. And then there you can import seed phrase. So we're gonna import those seed phrase. And once you've done it correctly, you can give it a name. And it's gonna show you the address that's being loaded from it. And then that's it. You can import and see all of the funds from your old wallet. Okay, so after you've imported your wallet and you're now using Rabby, you should be able to see the funds on whatever network you're using. So if you've got the funds on Polygon or Arbitrum or Base, whatever, it should be visible now because, as I had shown you, Rabby supports multiple different networks. Okay, so if you can't see it, just click on the network that you have the funds on and you should be able to view it. The next step would be like cashing it out, right? So if you want to sell this stuff and deposit it to an exchange, I recommend transferring it into USDC because it's the most convertible token, right? Because not every exchange is going to accept like poo poo dog token, but most exchanges will accept USDC. So sell the token and transfer it to USDC immediately, swap it on whatever exchange. I can make a video for that too, but I'm not going to go into that now. If you guys need help with this stuff on a personal basis, you can also book a call with me in the link below. You can do a one-on-one meeting. But yeah, for this step, if you wanted to start depositing the coins to the exchange, you want to make sure that you're on the right network, okay? So as I had mentioned previously here, anytime the wallet address starts with 0x means it's an EVM-based chain, okay? So if we look into here, I have the option of depositing USDC over Ethereum, Arbitrum, and a couple other different networks, right? There's Stellar, Solana, Avalanche, etc. Now, if I look at the Ethereum, if I click here, it's going to show me Ethereum, and guess what? The wallet address starts with 0x. So what does that mean? It means I can transfer directly from Rabby into this address that it's giving me. So it's safe, right? I can send it from my Rabby and deposit it into the address it's giving me without having to do any additional network stuff. If your tokens are on Arbitrum, you can do the same thing. You can send it to that address because it starts with 0x, okay? Base chain, same thing. If your USDC is on Base chain, you can send it to the deposit address for Base given by your exchange. Now the problem is if you don't have those options and you have like some other stuff like Solana or Stellar, whatever, you can see those addresses do not start with 0x, right? So they start with their own naming conventions. Solana has this other naming convention. So if you try to send it from your Rabby, if you try to deposit it into the XLM chain, or if you try to deposit it into the Solana chain, you will fail and you will lose all your money, okay? So do not do that. Make sure you never send from an EVM-based wallet into a Solana or like an XLM address because the naming conventions are different, which means the networks are entirely different, okay? And at that point, nothing can solve it. The money cannot be recovered. The only thing that could fix it is maybe if you got in touch with the exchange and made a big complaint about it, but exchanges don't care and they will not fix the problem for you. So it's very important that you are sending it over the right chain. That's the most important step here. So one last thing I want to share is if you're in a scenario where the chain you're trying to send from is not supported, so in this case, they only support Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Base chain, which are EVM, so they will all start with 0x. If my money is on Polygon, for example, I need to transfer it to I need to swap networks, basically. I need to move it from Polygon into either Ethereum or Arbitrum or base chain, and then I can deposit to these chain addresses, right? So in order to do that, you have to do a bridge, and that's exactly what it sounds like. In this case, we can do a demo. We'll swap it to the Solana chain. So I'm going to be moving my funds from Polygon into the Solana chain, $50. I can put in my Solana address here. I can confirm the information. And as you can see, the wallet and transaction has been broadcasted. I can go to my Solana wallet and there it is. So $50 just received. So now I can send this $50 on the Solana network into the Solana chain deposit address of my exchange, because it's now on a Solana wallet and it's compatible with the Solana network. So hopefully that made sense. If you guys need any help with this stuff, you can book a call with me below in the link in my YouTube description. But yeah, thanks for watching.